interrupted, so I have to start over. So originally I was going to do the story, I was going to have it all written all out, and stuff like that, but, decided I didn't really, it's just really long to write out, and, it's not like If You Really Knew Me video. It's more of just like a serious kind of chat about bullying and my experience with bullying. And I think a lot of the people where I used to live haven't really realized how much it kind of affected me, but it did a lot. And there was a reason why I was so different, and it's a personal reason that I'm not willing to share yet out to the public. If I do eventually decide to share it with you guys, I will. But this is just basically just bullying. I wasn't really bullied, I was more like verbally bullied. But it's still pretty bad to be verbally bullied. So, I'm gonna so it's a more serious talk today, and I hope you guys stay throughout it. Okay. It's a story about why I put myself down and stuff like that. It's something everybody always asks me about, like, Erica, why do you put yourself down? Why do you just do that to yourself? Well, it's because I do suffer from what's called low self-esteem, and I have been trying to get rid of it, but it hasn't really worked. In general, this isn't the exact definition, okay? So don't be calling me out, oh, that's not the definition, it's not even around. This is how I feel what it is. And it pretty much means you need to put yourself down. That's how I feel like it is, because that's what I do, is I put myself down. And pretty much negativity to yourself in general. The reason I have been a victim of verbal bullying, and this is what I thought originally. I was like, oh, well, I thought it was just because I didn't care about myself. I just didn't care, so I just blamed myself for being bullied for like the longest time, and some of it probably was my fault. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. I grabbed something. Now, a lot of it was because when I was younger, my mom didn't really care to take care of my hair, so I never grew it out. It was always kind of cut, like, real short. And you guys are going to look at these pictures and go, oh, what was she thinking? But that's what I grabbed as my baby book. Hold on. I'll show that one as an example later. Just tore my face out. Okay. So this is me when I was younger. Easy to be made fun of, right? Well, I was. My hair was short, it was stupid, and I just didn't care. I started not caring what people thought. I started wearing baggy clothes. I didn't want to be noticed. I didn't want to be, and plus that, I come from a poor background, so I wasn't able to afford the high-end stuff. I wasn't able to be a part of the rest of the girls. So I just kind of kept to myself. And so I just kind of just blamed myself for this all, and I mean, I got called horrible names. I had this thing where they called it Erica Germs, where they would run away from me because I had Erica germs, and if you got touched it was a bad thing, or blah blah blah. That carried out through middle school. So who was the bigger person? But I started ignoring it. I stopped crying as much as I used to, which stopped. It slowed it down, but it never just stopped. So many times I've thought about killing myself, and I'm glad I didn't do it. I'm just glad I didn't do it, because it probably, would have affected a lot of my family. But every single day I put on a face and pretended like I was okay and fine, and it wasn't. But I still thought it was my fault, and it wasn't. It wasn't my fault I was being bullied. It was the bully's fault for putting me through hell, and I have never, ever bullied people, because I knew what it felt like, and I hated it. Every single day of my life, I've hated this feeling. And bullying is horrible, so if you've been bullied or are bullying, speak up, please. But it's not your fault. Whatever you think, it's not you. It's never been you. Back to the story. I wore baggy clothes to hide my figure, which bear in mind I was chubby. I'm still kind of chubby. Or that might just be me saying it. My friends think that I'm not chubby, but I do. For a couple of days, I didn't eat, which worried the hell out of my dad, because, well, he thought I was going anorexic. I reuse clothes a lot. I put myself down. I hate having my picture taken. And that's because of the bullies. I mean, my low self-esteem is caused behind my past that I will not tell. And the bullies in my life, and I don't know if they knew they hurt me as much as they did, or if they even just knew in general how much this affected me, how much it pained me not to be liked. And I feel like I'm a pretty easygoing person, and I have quite a few acquaintances, very few